Welcome back to the Skift Daily Briefing. It's Wednesday, July 1st. I'm Sarah Dandishi, and today a wave of hotel owners are dropping their big name brands. And the story behind why is fascinating. Accor and H World just linked loyalty programs, opening up 430 million members to each other. And Best Western's parent company has a plan to stop shrinking. Let's get into it. First up, this is one of the best stories Skift has run all year. Thousands of hotel franchise agreements signed in the mid-2000s are now expiring, and some owners are doing the math and deciding, well, the brand isn't worth it anymore. Take Pritesh Patel. His family ran a Super 8 in Chariton, Iowa for 20 years, paying Wyndham roughly 10% of revenue. When the contract came up for renewal, he actually read it and realized the territorial protection he assumed he had was nearly meaningless. Wyndham could put another one of its 25 brands right next door. He let the deal expire, renovated, and reopened independently as Hotel Pommier. Revenue matched what it made under the Super 8 flag, just minus all of those fees. A similar story played out in Arkansas, where Choice Hotels opened a competing brand 300 meters from Gary Patel's Econo-Lodge. His revenue dropped from $700,000 to as low as $200,000 a year. He went independent too, and then discovered Choice controlled his Google business listing with 579 reviews and refused to hand it back. So what's making this possible now? Off-the-shelf hotel software that replicates 90% of what a brand used to provide, plus local banks willing to lend based on an owner's track record rather than requiring a franchise flag. Independence still isn't the norm. Only 28% of hotel conversions went independent last year, but for the first time, owners are genuinely weighing whether the flag is worth the price. Next up, Accor and H World, the two companies behind hundreds of hotel brands across Europe and the Middle East and China, just linked their loyalty programs together. Combined, that's 430 million loyalty members getting access to each other's hotels, points, and status. Now, the real prize here is China. Accor had zero direct relationships with H World's 310 million Chinese loyalty members, well, until now. In exchange, H World gets access to Accor's premium and luxury brands across Europe and the Middle East for its outbound Chinese travelers. A very meaningful upgrade from the economy and mid-scale brands it's run there since 2014. Now, both loyalty programs stay independent, but this is a clear signal that hotel groups are starting to trade customer access directly rather than just building more hotels. A faster, cheaper way to reach travelers in markets where you have no real footprint. And finally, Best Western's parent company, BWH Hotels, has shrunk nearly every year since 2019, while every major competitor grew. CEO Larry Kukulik says it's about to change. Now, the strategy: move upmarket. BWH bought World Hotels back in 2019, and after losing properties to competing soft brands, it's clawing back towards 250 hotels. They're also launching a hard brand version of World Hotels with real upscale standards and merging Best Western Rewards with World Hotel Rewards into one unified loyalty program this October. Now, Kukulik insists Best Western itself isn't going anywhere despite the rumors. He called it the company's foundational brand, and he's got real structural advantage. BWH is a nonprofit cooperative with no shareholders, charging owners fees around 8% of revenue compared to 12 to 13% at Marriott, Hilton, and IHG. So, in a nutshell, BWH is betting it can grow by being cheaper and friendlier to owners. Exactly the kind of pitch that might resonate with all of those hotel owners we just talked about who are tired of paying big brand premiums. Well, that's it for your Skift Daily Briefing. For more industry news, head to skift.com. And as always, subscribe at skift.com/daily. Thanks so much for listening.